Hi, Josh. Thanks for your time this morning, and really appreciate you taking this time out to talk to us about your experience in the School of Now. Just tell us about how you're finding the School of Now so far, and what you're liking, and how the course is travelling from your perspective.
So School of Now, I feel like it's very good. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I think that I'm doing quite a good job with keeping up with the work. And
Yeah,
it's quite an enjoyable thing to do because you can kind of work at your own pace, and like you get given work to do for the week and you don't have to do it all at once. You can kind of spread it out among the week, which is quite nice.
excellent. So you like the flexibility of being able to do things as you feel like you have the time and the mood to do it in. That's great. What's some of the challenges that you found, and maybe how did you overcome them, or how you're working through them? So, what's some of the most challenging things that you found with this?
Probably because of the flexibility, you need to be very self-motivated to do the work yourself. Like
Yeah,
you don't have a teacher that's with you all the time. You can't have, you need to be motivated yourself to do the work. And
yeah,
that a lot of people would struggle with. I struggled with it at the start, but then I kind of picked up and did a lot of the work myself now.
yeah. So I've seen you sort of progress as you go along, and I think some of it's also just finding your feet and not knowing where things are and where to find things on the actual Canvas page. And also, it's all new. It's new for me as well. So the learning curve has been steep, but I think we're starting to plateau out and getting a good idea of what we need to do and how we can do it best. Um, and maybe you have mentioned some of this, but what would be some of the best aspects that you feel coming out of the School of Now IDT course, VET IDT course that you're enrolled in at the moment?
Um, I think learning about IT and everything is really, really fun, and it's a really important thing to learn. And doing it in an online environment, it's really nice because you can work at your own pace. Learning
Yeah,
IDT in an online environment is also just kind of fitting.
yeah, because it's
it,
IT.
it, it's a very good fit. I feel like out of the subjects that could be done online, I think IDT is a really good one. If you
Yeah,
go to that course online, and I think the online learning aids in it a bit actually.
excellent. Yeah, I agree, 100%. And in terms of the competency part, how do you feel that you're coping with so there's the course content which we have on our Canvas page, but then the competency task part and the practical activities. How are you working through those?
So when we get the comp task work, I do that as well. The practical activities when we do the face-to-face lessons, they're kind of really well placed. So like we're learning about them online, and then we do the practical activities for them like at around the same time, which is really nice. So you're not kind of jumping back and forth between the two constantly.
Cool. Yeah, so we've tried to plan it that way so that we deliver the content, and then that sort of lines up with you being ready to do it when we do our face-to-face lessons, which are once a term. So that's great. I'm glad you picked that up.
Yeah.
Excellent, Josh. Is there anything else that you'd like to add in terms of in terms of your experience in the School of Now?
Um, I've had a lot of fun learning with School of Now. And if you are motivated enough to do the online learning, I think I would recommend it if your school doesn't offer a course that you want to do. It
Great.
is a very enjoyable thing to do.
Yeah, I have to say, from a teacher's perspective, when this is my first online course, I didn't actually expect to have the same connection with the class as I would in front of if I was working in the same location as you. But it's great that we still have that sort of teacher student relationship is able to still foster in this environment, and that I'm getting people emailing me, and we're able to have a bit of a chat and things like that at the start of the lessons, like I would in a normal class, like what footy team do you go through and stuff like that. So I think when from a teacher's perspective, I expected it to be a lot colder, I guess, or not to be able to have those connections with students as well. And especially like School of Now's really shown me that that's still a possibility, which is awesome. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Josh. I do really appreciate it. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Thursday.
Yep. Thank you.